Okay, so we're moving again. I stopped it for a minute or two. Probably, as I said, that was just to let some more people get on board down at ground level. So, what can we see? When we went cycling yesterday, we passed a sign that said there were mountain lions in the area, but I never actually saw any. But I took a photo of the sign, so again I'll upload that so you can see that. And I guess maybe at this altitude there's not going to be too much wildlife around, we'll just have to see. But the trees do look very pretty. And I think if I was still here next weekend, I'm very glad I would be because I'll be coming home. I'm looking forward to that. But if I was still here, I think most of this snow would be gone. So it's been quite nice to come and see it just before it all disappears. It's the kind of last chance before next winter. Now sometimes they have Aspen astronomy meetings in winter time. In fact, I came to one of those 18 years ago, long before I met Mummy. But I wasn't brave enough to go skiing, and I suppose I didn't realise that I could have gone up in the gondola anyway. But just beside the gondola there's a thing called a chairlift, which is what skiers use, so I'm just zooming in on that now. And that must be really scary, because what you do is you just sit in the chair and it takes you all the way up, and you've got a kind of bar to hold you in, but it's a wee bit like Thunder Mountain. It must be very scary. And then when you get to the top, you jump off the chairlift and you just land on your skis. So that really wouldn't be possible if you're not a skier, but the gondola is fine if you're a skier. You can just stay inside and watch the world go by, which is what I've been doing. So the snow's getting a wee bit thicker up here, and I can see that the trees up ahead still haven't really got any leaves on them. So these are, I think they're silver pines. You think there would be aspens around because it's called Aspen Mountain. I don't really know what aspens look like. But one thing I've noticed down in the town when I'm walking to the institute is that you can smell the pines, at least I think they're pines, and it's a lovely smell. But I don't really notice it up here because I'm inside the gondola. So, I wonder how much longer it's going to take us. So now that we're up at this level, it sort of almost looks like it could be winter still, because you can see lots more snow and the trees don't have many leaves on them yet. But as I said, give it another week or so and this will be very different. I'm managing to hold the camera fairly steady, which is good. Now maybe you can hear the wind in the background, it's starting to pick up a bit. So I've just got my shorts on, but I did bring my waterproof jacket, which I think I'll maybe need to put on when I get to the top. It looks a wee bit cloudy at the top, so I hope it's not too cloudy and I actually do get a view of down below. So I think what I'll do now is turn the camera around so that we can see where we've come from, because that might not be so easy to do when I'm on the way back, depending on how crowded the gondola is. But there we are. Wow, that's a long way down. Let's see if we can zoom in downtown Aspen. Oh, it's a bit shaky now. But that's the main street. That was where I went for tea last night. I went to a Mexican restaurant called La Cantina, which is just right down there. And then you can see the other mountains behind. So I'll turn round again. I'll sit nice and still, I think, for this next bit, so the gondola doesn't shuggle about too much. So I'm going to pause the video for a minute, again just so that it doesn't wind up being way too big to upload.